जय राधा माधव जय बिहारी। गोपी जना वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जना वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन। यमुनातीरावनचारी। यमुनातीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। पुरुषोत्तम अधिक मास की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की। क्रूर महाराज की। हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भग सर्वशास्त्राधिपीयूष सर्ववेदैक सत्फल सर्वसिद्धांत रत्नाढ्य सर्वलोकैकदृक्पद सर्वभागवत प्राण श्रीमद्भागवत प्रभु कलिध्वंतादितादित्य श्रीकृष्ण परिवर्तित। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना Described that Akrura with dhyana, with meditation, he went to Gokula or Nandagram. And so while going Nandagram, he thinks, he meditates, he contemplates the Lord and his pastimes. So one thing we have to understand that, did Akrura ever sin before the Lord? Akrura had never seen the Lord, because Lord appeared, and then how long he stayed in Mathura? How only only few hour, 1 2 hour. So Akrura has not seen. So we can think also, in one sense, face to face, we have also not seen the Lord. we are we are seeing the Lord in the form of the deities, but in the same way, Akrura, it had not seen. So Siddhar Swami says, Ashtatrin se yatha dhyanam akrura gokulam gata. जिस तरह वो ध्यान करते हुए अक्रूर जी वृंदावन गए, in that way, उसी तरह, in that way, तथैव रामकृष्णाभ्याम गृहम नीत्वा सुसत्कृत. In that very same way, Lord Krishna and Balram, exactly in that way, they reciprocated Akrura. In this chapter, we will think how Akrura was thinking, if when I go to Vrindavan, how I'll meet Balram, how I'll meet Krishna, and while seeing the footprint, what is his action by meditating the divine lotus feet of the Lord, what is his what is thinking of, what he had expected, what he had thought of. जब मैं वृंदावन जाऊंगा तो कृष्ण बलराम मंदिर में क्या करूंगा? Just like devotees think, in the Akrura also same way. The exactly same thing happened when he reached Vrindavan. So that Siddhar Swami gives the introduction. Whatever he had desired, whatever he had contemplated, the same thing happened when he reached Vrindavan. Because Lord is person, Lord reciprocated with him in this way. So then he says, Siddhar Swami says that the very same day, when the day Akrura went to Vrindavan or came to Vrindavan from Mathura, 4 incidents happened on the very same day. Pratah Keshavadhe Vritte Dvadasyang Nirgato Muno. In the morning, Keshi Daitya was killed, delivered. Dvadasyam means on the Dwadasi Tithi. First incident, just count how many incidents on the very same day. Second, he says that Tato Vyome Hate Akrura Sayam Gokulam Agamat. First incident is that the morning Keshi Daitya was delivered. Second incident is that the Vyomasura. The second was, Vishwanath will say, we'll read that. Second incident was Narad Muni addressed to the Lord. And third incident was Vyomasura will be delivered. And fourth incident, by the evening, Akrura will appear. So it become more clear when you read Vishwanath. I'll just read it. Wait a minute. I'll read in sequence. Again, I'm saying this is Vishwanath is more clear. Ashtatrim se vyadhat Krishna yatha kruro manorathan. In this 38th chapter, it is described how Krishna fulfilled all the desires of Akrura. जो अक्रूर जी ने मनोरथ किए थे, whatever he had desired, and तथा तान पूरयामास Krishna and Balram, they did appropriate hospitality to the Akrura. Tadai tat hityancha sokru. Now Vishwanath gives a wonderful description. What happened exactly? Kamsa Phalguna Krishnaikat. On Ekadashi day, Phalgun, this tithi is also you can, in a detailed way, you can note it. So that when you give katha, it becomes so nectarian and nourishing when you give this so much detail. Phalgun Krishna Paksha ki Ekadashi ka din. Phalgun Krishna Paksha Ekadashi, there was a emergency meeting by Kamsa. He called many Yadavas and had a meeting. Now it's too much. All the demons, they went and they never come back. Now the plan I will change. So the minister said that Akrura is the best person to send him, and you send him because Krishna Balrama, they are in their own village, so they are more powerful.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, the voice is very low. Can't hear. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
No,
same. Voice is very
it's
low.
audible. It's audible. Oh, it's audible to me.
Online voice is very low.
Online we are also feeling is little low, Prabhuji.
Can't hear Prabhuji.
I can hear properly.
Cast bonding.
Hare Krishna. Is it audible? This voice is audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Hari Hari Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This I heard from, I think, Radhagovind Maharaj or somebody, that like that day was Ekadashi when the meeting was called, and next day early morning Akrura leaves for Vrindavan and he reaches almost in the evening. So he couldn't break his fast. Is that some Acharya say?
Yes, definitely.
He couldn't break.
He could not do Parana. There was no Jagannath Mahaprasad. Hare Krishna. So he said that on the Phalguna Krishna, I had this doubt. When I read this, it became clear when Kansa was killed. So it will become clear in this description. See, Phalguna Krishna Paksha Ekadashi, there was a meeting, and Kamsa called Akrura, and Dwadasi Akrura departed to Vrindavan, and then Dwadasi he stayed there, and Trayodasi he got back Krishna Balram to Mathura, and Trayodasi evening all this happened. This the washerman and everything. The next day Chaturdasi, the elephant, Kubulaya pit and wrestlers, and finally Mama Sri delivered. So it was Chaturdasi, just one day before Amavasya. And you know what is that Chaturdasi? Shiva Chaturdasi, Shivaratri. Yes. Yeah, Shivaratri. In Phalguna Shivaratri, Shiva Chaturdasi. That day was the Shivaratri when Kansa delivered. The next day was Amavasya. But that is Chaturdasi, no? Chaturdasi was the Shivaratri. So in this way you can understand that when Kansa was delivered. So Ekadashi, dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha. The next morning, Vishwanath says that Kesi was killed in Vrindavan by Krishna, And then the very same morning, Akrura set off for Braj. And then very same day, Narada praised Krishna. You are asking na, how many incidents Madan Sundar Bhu? First one is uh, KC delivered. Then the same morning, Akrura started going to Braj. And Narada praised Krishna. And then in the noon, and in the afternoon, Vyomasura was delivered. And in the evening, Akrura arrived. So like this. Just before this chapter, we discussed, Narada was praising Krishna, you will deliver this, you will do that, you will do that, you will do that. All these things he said, no? He reminded Krishna, this is time to come to Mathura, like that. He said. So this incidents happened. And but little difference description from Vishnu Purana and Harivansh Purana. There it is said that Sanatana Goswami quotes there it is said that Harivansh says, also Vishnu Purana says, Tasmin eva muhurte tu mathurayaha sa niryayau Pritimana pundarikaksham drastum danapati swayam. It is said that at that moment, means which moment? Immediately when Kamsa ordered Akrura, this order, he gave the order that to go Vrindavan and get Krishna Balaram. He said that Tasmin eva laga ke kehte hain nischit vakya, muhurte tu. That time only Akrura left. He didn't wait for morning. He said that that time Akrura left Kamsa and went to Vrindavan. And remembering Pundarikaksham, he was in ecstasy that, oh, that is now the day have come that I will see Pundarikaksham, Lord. And his Supreme Lord, he was in ecstasy. So now how to reconcile it? His Holiness Guru Maharaj, Radha Govind Maharaj, wonderfully he explains this. How to reconcile it? Bhagavatam says that the next morning he left. Vishnu Purana says or Harivansh says that immediately he left. So Maharaj says one point that when Kamsa ordered Akrura to go Vrindavan and get Krishna Balaram, he ordered, and that was the Ekadasi day, evening, the meeting, and Akrura left. But Akrura did not leave Mathura city. He left his home, but he stayed somewhere in Mathura only to spend the night, the entire night in Jagaran, because Ekadasi Jagaran. he thought that first time I am going to Nandagram, in the night if I go, I will not see I don't know the way. And there was no signboard that time. Mathura, 10 kilometers, Vrindavan this way, Chatikara. There was no signboard. So he thought that let me stay somewhere and I spend the night with Krishna Katha and Krishna. That was the common that time, no? Ekadasi means Jagaran, without sleeping. So he spent the night somewhere and waited for Brahma Murta. But he was in so much ecstasy that he forgot to do Parana and he set off to Vrindavan. And Sanatana Goswami says another answer that it may be in a different kalpa. The two incidents happened. This is the answer they gave. So here, okay, so we'll recite the verse.
But no sound is coming from. Others have sound?
No, connection is lost, I think.
Connection is lost. They are not connected. BRV connection is lost.
Seems like that. Yeah, they are not visible.
So he was highly intelligent, Mahamati, and he departed with the expectation to fulfilling his desires. Prayayo, prakrishta rupena yayo. Whenever Tarasya, with all great interest, he went. That service, what he got, na, he had like bread and butter. Oh, so if just imagine, some of you get a service to go to Vrindavan. Huh? Get a service to go to Vrindavan. What a chance, no? You get a chance to go to Vrindavan. In the same way, Akrura also thought that, oh, I got a service to go to Vrindavan. Going to Braj. And he where he went, the verse says, Nanda Gokulam. What is the meaning of Nanda Gokulam? He went to, by the time Krishna Balram were in Nandagram. If you go to Vrindavan, you also know, in Yatra, you must have got to Gokul. Gokul is in Mahaban, the cross Yamuna, where Krishna's childhood pastime happened, till Damodar Lila. Then Krishna moved to Chhatikara for 1 year, around 1 year. Then he moved to Nandagram. So in this way, if you see, no, he was there in Nandagram only. Govardhan pastime happened while he was there in Nandagram. In Nandagram, he used to, his residence was there. Give him the mic.
Around the age of 3, approximately. Then the famous pastime, they're all traveling from Gokul to Vrindavan. And then after that, this Govardhan pastime around at the age of 7, then they moved to Nandagaon. And then that's the place where Akrura had come to take Krishna back to Mathura.
Like this.
So that's what Gopal
So you mean to say when the Govardhan pastime happened, Krishna was there in
Vrindavan.
Vrindavan.
Post that, Gopal Chandra says that then they went, and up to the age of 10.5 years or something, then
he went to know. So
Mathura,
yes.
like that.
So according to this description, currently Krishna Balram are there in Nandagram, where Akrura arrives. So Nanda Gokulam, he says, the significance is that particularly he went to the Nanda Maharaj Gokul. That means it separates Upananda Maharaj, Abhinanda Maharaj, and Nanda and Sunanda, everything. He just particularly went to Nanda Maharaj residence. Because the Gosala, there are many Gosalas are there. Nanda Maharaj ka Gosala, Upananda Maharaj ka Gosala, Abhinanda Maharaj ka Gosala, so many Gosalas are there. So he went particular to Nanda Maharaj Gosala, means Nanda Maharaj residence, not other his other brothers' residence. So he therefore another meaning Sanatana Goswami that he was very much blissful. Why? Because he was going to meet Nanda Baba's residence where Lord Supreme, his worshipable Lord resides. So therefore he became Nand ke Anand Bhayo. Je Kanhaiya Lal ki. So he became Anand. Here Nanda means Anand. Akrura became Anand, more blissful. But Sukadeva Goswami laments. He says that though he is Akrura, see how the Acharyas, they go very deep into the subject matter. Though he is Akrura, what is the meaning of Akrura? Not cruel. Okay. Though he is Akrura, and though he is highly intelligent, highly devoted, but still he has come to Nandagram to take away Krishna from Vrindavan. Sukadeva Goswami laments, oh, now Krishna will leave Vrindavan. Why? Because Sukadeva Goswami is in Madhurya Bhav. Sukadeva Goswami is in Braj Bhav. Sukadeva Goswami is with the gopis, with Brajavasis. Therefore, he didn't want Akrura to take Krishna Balaram from Braja, Nandagram. Gatsan Pathi Mahabhago Bhagavati Ambuje Kshane Bhaktim Param Upagata Evam Etad Achintaya
I am not hearing anything.
consoling. So that didn't happen. So sometime बड़े-बड़े लोगों से छोटी-छोटी गलतियां हो जाती. Sometimes the great devotees also, some small minor mistake happens in this way. So we'll go. Now from here, dear devotees, this bandhanam, Hari Hari.
Prabhu,
say-
last 15 minutes we could not hear anything. We just joined now.
Okay, so change the mic, I think. Also.
No, the connection itself went away for last 15 minutes.
Oh, connection. Now it's okay. So here, bandhanam. Now, we all devotees, we can have our consciousness and develop our mind, even now or while going to Vrindavan or any dham, the way Akrura. What pious act I did, I don't know. Id bhadram kim taptam paramam tapaha kim bathapi arhate dattam yad drakshami adya kesavam किम मया आचरितम भद्रम, मैंने कौन सा ऐसा पुण्य कर्म किया है? What pious deeds I have done? Kim taptam paramam tapa, what severe austerities 64 rounds I have done? Kim taptam, what tapasya, what severe austerities I have done? Kim batha pi arhate dattam, batha, batha, you see the word ba atha. Now you just turn it. Athava. Is it clear? Athava. So in Sanskrit it is kim batha. उसको उल्टा कर दो. Athava. Or. Kim batha pi means kim athava or else. Otherwise. Arhate datam. What charity given to a worthy recipient? So that today yad drakshami adya kesavam. I'll see Lord Kesava. So what a wonderful thought. So here it says that from here till 23 verse, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, there are, it is described, you must have
We can't hear you, Prabhu.
Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Now we
Krishna
can.
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Is it clear, Prabhu?
Now it is clear, but in and out it's going. So now it is clear for now.
This is tablet. Zoom. Zoom is there. Oh. Internet issue. audible. Password.
Just stop it. Praise. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Okay, we'll start. Hare Krishna. So, what supreme good acts? What supreme good acts among all worship of the Lord? What tapasya I did, or like that? That I will see Keshav. So, Bolo, Madhav Charu, Keshav, meaning your humble servant is sitting here. What is the meaning of Keshav? Yeah. Yeah, various meanings. One who was Keshav, even one who was worshipped by Brahman Shiva. Ka and is. Yes, yes. Ka is right. The general meaning. So ka is ka shape, and rarely, actually, it's very rare to see him. I will see him today. Another interesting esoteric meaning of Kesava. When you go to Kusum that's famous temple, what is it? Vanabihari, their pastime. One who can decorate Radharani's hair so nicely. Kesava. One who is very expert in decorating Srimati Radharani's beautiful hairs. No one can do like him. He is the Kesava. Sringar Rasme the Dakshin. One who is expert in decorating the Lord. So I gave to what charity I gave. I will see the Lord. Yes, Chaitanya Prasad, when you go to Vrindavan, you will say, what rounds I have done, what donation I have done, how much charity I am today. I am going to see Sri Krishna Balram. Like this, Guru is. Mamaita dullabham manya uttama sloka darsanam Vishayatmano yatha brahma kirtanam suprajanmana. Since say that Mamaita dullabham manya, and he said that I am Vishayatmana. मैं तो विषय हूं ना. I am a materialistic person observed simply in sense gratification. Can you remember why he is saying that? I am a materialistic person simply engaged in sense gratification, means he is working of consumption. That's what he is saying that I am Vishayat, working in a company of consumption. Therefore I am Vishayatmana. And I am Vishayatmana, and he is what? Uttama Sloka. He is Uttama Sloka. He is glorified. Choice poetry, and he is, by glorifying whom, one person becomes Uttama. Tam se jo upar utha de. Tam means ignorance. Tam means andhakar. One, by glorifying him, a person raise up from tam to sattva. So in this way, who am I? I am Vishayatmana. And he is Uttama Sloka. It's very difficult. I am Visay means Tama. And he is Uttama. And therefore it's really Dullabha. I think it is difficult for me to have gotten this opportunity to see the Lord Uttama Sloka. Just like he gives one example. A Sudra cannot chant a Vedic mantra, cannot recite. Sudra is not allowed to recite the Vedic mantra. Actually, this is again Sanchari Bhav, out of humility. So he speaks out of great humility. He says that he is the person whose fame destroys the samsara. Lord is Uttama Sloka, whose fame destroys the samsara. And I am Vishayatmana. How can I see the Lord? I consider it something that is only achieved after many works. Then only someone can see the Lord directly face to face. I am is totally Vishayatmana. Why? Because of prarabdha karma, I am working under Kansa company. In Kansa's company. And therefore I am Vishayatmana. What portion I have to see the Lord? See, this is the general mood of devotees who are very having very humble life, like our Goswamis. आपण अयोग्य देखी मने पाऊ शोक तथापि तुम्हार गुणे उपजाए लोग रूप सनातन. When you see towards us ourselves, it is totally utterly unqualified because we are working in Mohammedan company. We are blessed, we are given us. If you look towards ourselves, what is our eligibility? Nothing. But tathapi tumhara gune upajai lo. When you look towards you, you are patita pavana. So there is a great hope that you are patita pavana, and if you make a list of patitas, my name will be first. So therefore, Rup Sanatana's anticipation is that definitely Lord Gauranga will. So this is the general humility of a devotee. He says that if you don't deliver me, if you don't deliver us, then what is the great, so great about you are being Patita Bhava? Patita Bhavana Hetu Tava Avatara Musama Patita Prabhu Napai Vyara. Which bhajan? Gauranga Karuna Kara Dinahi Najani Musama Patita Prabhu Nahi Devuvane. Akrura is also thinking in the same way that you are Uttama Sloka. But there is a hope. What hope? The next verse is what hope? Maivam mama athamasyapi syadevatsu tadarsanam priyamana kalanadya vachittarati kaschana. So the last verse he said Uttama Sloka. Oh, his Uttama Sloka, I am Adham. I cannot see. But here he says that yes, there is a hope. What is that hope? Achyuta. Therefore, he uses the word Achyuta. Achyuta means what? Infallible. So when he says Uttama Sloka, then it's difficult to see the wrong. But when he says Achyuta, he is infallible. He cannot cannot be fallen. He delivers the fallen. He never become fallen. Rather he delivers the fallen. Like Lord is always very alert. Lord is very alert. He's not so careless to deliver the devotees. Gajendra says, Namo Layaya. Isn't it? Namo Layaya. So Lord is very expert. Very always he's alert to deliver his devotees. So in this same way here, Akrura is you are Achyuta. Means enough of such. Now saying, after all, even a fallen soul like me, can have the chance to behold the infallible Supreme God. For one of the conditioned soul being swept along in the river of time may sometime reach the soul. What example he gives. So we are also here devotees being carried away by the flow of time. If you go to Badrinath, who are going to Badrinath, if you go to Badrinath and there you see the current, the strong current of what is that river? Alaknanda. If some little object, whatever, if you put it, you will not know where it is. Anything, if we see, it falls on the river Alaknanda, you cannot just ascertain. It may reach in Rudraprayag or Devprayag or Rishikesh or Haridwar or Kanpur or Prayagraj. Difficult to find it. So in the same, difficult. No? In the same way, we are also just carried away. We are just floating on the river of the samsara. Sometimes they are where we took birth, who were our parents, how we came to Krishna consciousness, through youth preaching, through congregation preaching, through Bhagavad Katha, through Rath Yatra, through any book distribution. So therefore, we are also noting like this. But he says, so here in the same way, Akrura gives this example, Mati and Dhriti. He thinks that, Akrura thinks that he is devoid of sadhana for seeing the Lord. Adhama, completely unqualified. But the Lord never deviates. Lord is Achyuta. He never deviates from his glorious qualities like mercy in order to respond to a person's worship. So he says he will see the Lord because of the Lord's great qualities. He gives one example. Though wandering in the waves of enjoyment arising from karma, कर्म के प्रभाव से भोग में हम बह रहे हैं. In the waves of enjoyment arising from karma, some person may accidentally chant Hare Krishna. Sanatana Goswami, Brihad Bhagavad Goswami and Laghu Jiva Goswami also gives an example of like Ajamil, who knew Ajamil can ever get delivered. So you must have read sixth canto, Chaitanya Prasad. What was the reason that Ajamil chanted Narayana, Hare Krishna? Because his son's name was, how his son's name was Narayana, but how sadhus came. Sadhus came and the villagers said jokingly that you go to their place. Actually, it was sarcastic. The villagers, the children, they said to the sadhus that, oh, there is a pure Brahman, very honest Brahman is staying in our village. You can go there. It was a number one fallen Brahman that they knew. And coincidentally, Ajamil was absent in that at that time. Mataji, Besya Mataji, she was there only. So she thought that, okay, some sadhus came. And she made some sitting arrangements. They said, later they came to know, the Maharaj says in his Katha, later they came to know that, oh, actually this village has cheated us. They completely cheated us. They say that is a pure Brahman. The number one thieves and rogue. So then why going? Okay, anyway we came. The Brahmanas thought that we give some credit to this Mataji and his family, so that at least they will get some security, which will be the cause for their deliverance. And they could notice that this Mataji was pregnant. So they say just casually that, okay, Mataji, thank you very much for your hospitality. If you, whenever the child takes birth, you just give the name Narayan. When Ajamil Prabhuji came back, then Mataji revealed everything to that these sadhus came and they said to keep our child. So Ajamil was actually surprised. How can sadhu get to us? No one can come to our son such a recipe. So he thought that if some sadhu has come, that means something will be auspicious. So they just gave the name Narayan. So Jiva Goswami in this verse gives the example of, he said that Ajamil was also flowing in his time of river, Kala Karma river. But accidentally, Ajamil chanted Narayana, crosses over samsara to the soul. Who is the Lord? Or then another example, both Acharyas says, Sanatana Goswami and Jiva Goswami, he said Krishna Unmukha. He gives the example of Uttara. Unmukha. See, Unmukha means say Vimukha and Unmukha, towards Krishna. He said that just because Utana was Krishna Unmukha, her face was towards Krishna, which she went to Krishna. She didn't get away from Krishna. just she turned her face towards Krishna. She went to Krishna. That's itself the quality to be delivered. So here is the power of devotion and power of deliverance of the quality of Lord Achyuta. So he gives the two examples, Ajamil and Putana, and never, no chance, no way to get it. But still, even sometimes Maharaj said that how many rounds Putana chanted to get delivered? Just one quality, Krishna Unmukha. You turn your face towards Krishna. That's enough. Your process is started. Deliverance is started. Therefore, those who come to the temple here in our, yesterday I was there in His Grace Connecticut Post, that I saw naturally after each and every program, Sunday program, and the one devotee comes and he welcomes the audience. I saw that's very wonderful. One of Brahmachari Prabhuji's counseling. He welcomed the audience after the Sunday program, even after the Rajbhog Arati. Rajbhog Arati, I was doing Gayatri. After Arati is over, he welcomed. He just came to the scene, took the mic for 5 minutes, and he welcomed everyone. Thank you very much for coming to the temple. My God, that's a cool. And then he gave the introduction of what is ISKCON, what is Prabhupada, just 5 minutes. And they felt so nice, warm welcome to them. Even after Sandhya Aarti also one devotee came. Like that. So Krishna Unmukha, why somehow or other, if they turn towards Krishna, then starts, the deliverance starts. So in this way they give the example. Then he says, Mamadya Mangalam Nastam Palavam Saivame Bhavaha Yannamasye Bhagavato Yogi Theyan Pankajam. So I would say that if you can read the translation. Please. One devotee can.
Today, all my sinful reactions have been eradicated, and my birth has become worthwhile. Since I will offer my obeisances to the Supreme Lord's lotus feet, which mystic yogis will take.
Yeah. So I remember one very striking incident from Vrindavan. Let me tell you, inspire you. What is the power of darshan of the Lord? There was one bride in the village known as Hathras. Hathras is some 2-hour journey from Mathura. That is that center. Huh? Achha. So so from that place, one Sasu and one Bohu came to Vrindavan. So there is a tradition in Braj, whenever there is a new bride come to the Sasuma, she takes them, chalo beti, chalo, we will take darshan of the Lord. They came. So they came to Vrindavan. It happened some 400 years back, or 200 something. So they came to Vrindavan and they are taking darshan of different temples. They came to Bhakya Vihar, Namaste temple of Vrindavan, the most crowded and most popular temple of Vrindavan. So they came there, and many pilgrims were there taking darshan. Sasuma and Bohu, they both were taking darshan. So the new bride, she was so attracted towards the beauty of Lord, because who knows God, Lord Krishna's mercy is high to give. It may fall to anyone. Mercy. So this Bohu, she was just gazing at Krishna. She was just gazing, eye to eye contact, like face to face, eye to eye. And everyone was taking darshan, other pilgrims. And this Sasuma said, okay, so time is over, let's go. And she was not listening. She was just attracted and she was looking towards the Bhakya Biharis. And She didn't even notice that Sasuma is calling. And what happened when the sun was about to close at the noon time.
अभी जाके बैठो ना, आधा दिन तो लगेगा.
So the Sasuma pulled her forcefully. Hey, chalo, ho gaya na darshan? Kitna darshan? She pulled her. When Sasuma
But now what will happen? The online devotees ना, वो पैसा से जो होंगे, कोई नहीं सुनेगा.
There is no voice. We cannot hear anything.
So, so when the Sasuma pulled her and forcefully, the bride, the Bohu, while going again and again, she was looking towards Bihari. And my dear, my God, what happened? Bihari came out from the altar. Bihari just came out from the altar and behind, staging behind. This the Sasuma is pulling to Bohu, and Bohu is from behind. She was looking again and again, and Bihari also came with her so devotion. He was looking, and Bihari came, and the pujaris were. This is very famous incident in entire Braj. Yeah, this happens some hundreds of years back. So the pujaris, they were all shouting, "My Lord, he is not there on altar. Where is going?" And they all came running to the temple hall. All the devotees, all the pujaris and pandas, they prayed, they cried loudly. "Oh Lord, please stay back, stay back. And we want to worship you. Please don't leave us and don't go to Hathras. Hathras is that place. Don't go there like that." And then they got stopped by the prayers. And since then, the curtain closed with every 2 minutes. If you go to Bakavi, the curtain is closed. I don't know who will come and who will take away our God. They are like so not in person, and it does so personal pastimes activities with the devotees. So here also, today all my sinful reactions. Do you think that Akrura had some sin? What is used? Adya amangala nashtam. आज मेरा अमंगल नष्ट हो गया. Today all my sinful reactions have been eradicated. Then Phalava Chaivame Bhava. My worth, Bhava, my worth has become worth. Why? Yan namasya bhagavato yogi dhyangri pankaj. I offer my obeisance to the Supreme Lord, Lord's lotus feet, because Akrura is in Dasya Bhavana. So his first darshan, first thought is to the Supreme Lord's lotus feet. Which lotus feet? Jin charanon ko yogi dhyangri pankaj. The great mystics meditate upon. They just meditate. They don't get Prabhu. But Akrura is now getting. Is going to get. So he speaks in this way. This is also Sancharana. All his obstacles will be destroyed by saying the Lord, because the Lord's appearing and strength of his mercy. So when I was hearing this from Maharaji, what Amangala Akrura did? मेरे भी मन में आया कि अमंगल क्या है? In the life of Akrura, what kind of Amangal? This is a sign of humility, but at the same time, like Rup Sanatan, they are thinking that because I was working under Kamsa, that is only Amangal. It's not that Akrura. Yes, that is also one nice point you said, that it will come in the subsequent verses. Why Akrura stayed there? All the others, they flee. They ran out different paths. This is the greatness of Prabhu. Just to see the Lord, even after 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 11 years, I will just remain silently and humbly, even if I work under a Mohammedan company or conscious company. Devotee's mood is like this. Because the end result, this example where you can quote in Asa Bandha. The perfect example. Asa Bandha. Hope, great hope. How mystical Asa Bandha. The Akrura purposefully stayed there, working under Kamsa. There's great hope that one day I will see the Lord. And actually, secretly, he was helping all the others. Like, he sent Rohini, Mother Rohini to Vrindavan, and some to Hastinapur, some others. He was secretly helping, but he was acting in such a way as if he was a servant of Kamsa, faithful servant of Kamsa. Like you can compare to any devotee who's working in some company, expecting that one day I will also get some mercy. I will become full time, or I will dedicate everything and become a full time devotee. Just work. There are many Grihasthas from Pune only. I see they are searching for land in Vrindavan. They are searching land in Vrindavan. I asked one of them, "Prabhu, you are retired?" No, bro, I did VRS. And the devotee, just the devotee. So he had enough finance for the wife and children. Now he got a flat in Vrindavan, and he asked his Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Prabhu Chandra Maharaj, and then he's shifting to Vrindavan. So he was telling that Prabhu, one day in my company, it was like Yugayitam Nimishena Chakra Yuga Parva. One the day will come, I will send the last mail to my boss. That's a wonderful, very nice company, government service. Like he was going to his office to hardly 1 2 hour. 1 hour, 2 hour is maximum. And per month income was 1.5 lakh. It's a great sacrifice, great tyaga. So then he is now quitting BRS, and now he's down doing his 32 rounds and 7 and all these things. So what I am saying that in the Akrur also purposefully working in the with Kansa, serving under Kamsa, just for one reason. One day I will see the Lord, Asa. So we could take a break. Gayatri break. 12. So we made 12:32. 10 minutes. I go to Hare Krishna. Again. So, Kamsovatadyakatame atiyanugraham Raksheyangripadmam pradito munahare Kritavatarasya duradvayam tamaha Puretaram yan nakhamandalatsa Someone read the translation.
Indeed, today, King Kansa has shown me extreme mercy by sending me to see the lotus feet of Lord Hari, who has now appeared in this world. Simply by the effulgence of his stone names, many souls in the past have transcended the insurmountable darkness of material existence and achieved liberation.
So, you can't understand that the greatness of the devotee is thanking Kamsa. If something reverse happened to your life and you landed in Vrindavan, and then you think that because of this situation or this person, this thing happened to me. But then I realized that okay, I got some greater achievement. So thank to Duryodhan that Vidura left. Thank to so and so person. Because of that, we may feel sometimes it's very uncomfortable, but then realize that that's good. So he's thanking Kamsa. The Kamsa Vatadyakrita me anugraham. Kamsa has shown me extreme mercy by sending me to see the lotus feet of Lord Hari. That means Kamsa could have sent any other person. Why only Akrura? So Akrura is chosen to go to Vrindavan. So he said, Drakshi, मैं देखूंगा, I will see. Angri Padmam Prahito Na Hare. I will see the lotus feet of Lord Hari, who has now appeared in this world. And then Kritavatarasya Duratayam Tamam. What kind of lotus feet? It's toenails. Lord's toenails. यहाँ से हम लोग ना मनन कर सकते हैं भगवान के चरण कमल को, नाखून को. The Lord's toenails, many simply by the effulgence of his toenails, many souls. Urbe ataram yan nakhamandalat tusha. Tusha, like you say, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradaya, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. It's a Krishna Tusha. So Lord Chaitanya is all Krishna, not Krishna, not black. Like here is also Tusha, the effulgence of Nakhamandala. What happened? Many souls in the past have transcended insurmountable darkness of material existence and achieved liberation. चरण कमल की क्या गुणगान करते हैं. Many souls, not only me, just by seeing the lotus feet of the great devotee in Vrindavan, he also glorifies that Ananta Koti Vishnu Loka Namra Padma Jachite Himadrija Kulomajangirjaja Apara Siddhi Riddhidikta Satpatanguli Nate Kadam Karisya Amam Kripa Kataksya Bhajai Radharani. Radha Kripa Kataksya. So Radharani's lotus feet, the tip of the toe, the toenails. In that Ananta Koti Vishnu Loka, millions of Vaikuntha planets, Vishnu Lokas, Vaikuntha Vasis. Padma Jarchite, the Brahma, all the Vaikuntha, all the spiritual world planets, all the Vaikuntha Vasis, even the Brahma, Himadrija, Parvati, Kulomaja, Sachi, Brahmani, all the devas and devis, they just anxiously wait to get the darshan of the tip of the toenails of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. It's not so easy. बहुत वर्षा आने वाली है. Not so easy to see the Radharani's lotus feet. So rare to see. So in the same way, here Akrura is also saying that Krishna's lotus feet toenails. Amazingly, even though Kamsa is an envious rascal, today he has been especially merciful to me because he has sent me to Krishna previously. Then Vishwanath gives the example of Ambarish Maharaj, who has got the lotus feet of many. There are many souls who just by the meditating the effulgence of the toenails of Supreme Lord's lotus feet, they got perfected. Like Vishwanath gave the example of Ambarish Maharaj. If Ambarish Maharaj can get, why not me? Then you know that verse. Vaimana Krishna Pada Vidyayor Vachan Sivaikuntha Gunan Varanane Karo Harir Mandiramazana Sutin Chakara Sutasat Katham. So like this, Ambarish Maharaj did the. So I'll also get. So he is glorifying. Ambarish Bhakti to Krishna flows such. If such person cannot fix their minds on Krishna, Krishna has now come as avatar. He, whose previous avatars delivered so many people from darkness, Ram, Nrsimha, Varaha, all avatars. Now the Supreme Lord personally has come. So he has come as avatari. Now, not just meditation, but I will see directly, face to face, the lotus feet of the Lord. What a fortune! Some more glorification of the Lord's lotus feet. Yadarchitam Brahma Prabhavadi Visure Istriya cha Divya Munibisa Sattvate Gocharananu Charesh Charadvane Yad Gopikanam Kuchakunkuma Kitam.
Those lotus feet are worshipped by Brahma, Shiva, and all the other demigods, by the goddess Fortune, and also by the great sages and Vaishnavas. Upon those lotus feet, the Lord walks about the forest while herding the cows with his companions, and those feet are smeared with the kunkuma from the gopis' breasts.
Yeah, so it's not some kalpana. Akrura is not doing any kalpana, but he knows. So one thing can be Samarpan Goku can say very, very deeply thoughtful. How Akrura, very interesting question. How Akrura had such strong devotion with various emotions, and he has never seen the Lord, and he is saying that Gopikanam and the chest of the gopis, Lord Kirtan is lotus feet, and then the kunkuma touched the lotus feet of the Lord. Akrura has never seen such things. How could he know any answer? ब्रजवासी आके मथुरा में दुकान लगाते थे. Actually, Acharya says one thing, that Guru had association of a great devotee, and that devotee knew everything what Krishna does. Narada Muni Vajaya Veena. Narada Muni's constant association. Akrura was really Krishna, what is going? Please tell me. I can't go to Vrindavan. I am in Mathura. Work from home. can't go to Vrindavan. So please tell Narada Muni's association. Narada Muni is broadcast minister. He would give katha. So in this way. So the significance of the lotus feet, that Architam Brahma Avadidhishri. When did Brahma worship the lotus feet? Please remember. Remind yourself when. Vamandev. Yes. When did Shiva? The same Vamandev. Ganga came to Brahmaloka and then to Lord Shiva. So those lotus feet are worshipped by Brahma and Shiva. The famous version generally you sing. Like that. So Brahma and Shiva and other demigods they worship. And what to speak of Sriya, goddess of fortune. Goddess of fortune, till now she is doing tapasya. Where? Well, across Yamuna. Even now she is doing tapasya. That in Kaliya past time, the Nagapatni is there. Yadvansana, Salalana. So Sriya, Lakshmi is doing now tapasya to get the lotus feet of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Devya, Sriya, Munibhi, Sattva. Munibhi by the sages. Sattva means who? The devotees. So Sattva has two meanings. One is that Sattva Vansa, one of the Yadu Vansa, Sattva. Gopi Gita mein bhi hai. Sattvatam Pati. Gopi Gita mein bhi. So Sattva means one is Sattva Yadu Vansa. Like Vrishni, Andhak, Bhoja. In this way, Sattva. But another meaning is Sattva means devotees. So along with the devotees, what kind of charan ka visheshan kya hai? Go charana anuchare charan bane. Those lotus feet, the Lord walks about the forest while herding the cows of his companions. And those feet are smeared with kumkum of the gopis' face. So Acharyas gave so nice explanation to this. Is it not rasabhas? The question raises. Guru is in Dasya Bhava, and he is thinking of gopis, the kumkum on the breast of the gopis, and Lord Krishna is touched by Lord Krishna lotus feet. Is it not the rasabhas? Yes. One who is in Dasya, how can you think about the Madhurya Bhava? Isn't it? So he says, Acharya says, who is in Dasya Bhava to taste the conjugal mellow of his master Sri Krishna. After all, Akrura is only thinking of these things within him. He doesn't speak in the public, he just thinks in his himself. So and Vishwanath gives a nice example, of course Sanatana Goswami. It is often parents, the parents, Akrura is like parent to Krishna, sometimes enthusiastically take pleasure of the conjugal relation of these children. Just thinking. So take pleasure within their own minds, the conjugal enjoyments of their children. अपने बेटे बहू का कुछ माधुर्य भाव पिता माता भी हो, my beta is like that, बहू. Sometimes like there are many examples. One time Lord Gauranga in his family life, he would call sadhus to his house for bhojan prasad. So often time he would call sadhus. Now Vishnu Priya is cooking. Sachi Mata, mainly Vishnu Priya Devi is cooking, which is Lakshmi Hastu, and Sachi Mata is Sasuma. So the bohu is always inside the chamber, that Antapura. And the Sasuma, the mother Sachi comes and he gives to Nimai Nimai served the samples. Nityananda also comes several to Gauranga. So one time what happened that Sachimata said to Nimai, "Oh, Nimai, I offered the plate to our deities, to our Saligram, our Lord. But I saw the plate was half." So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu joked, "Maybe your bride has taken it." Bride, you say? Daughter-in-law, sorry. Your daughter-in-law. Your daughter-in-law must have taken it. And Vishnu prays smiling from one side. So this is the conjugal reason. Hardly you find Mahaprabhu's conjugal, but in such simple pastime, your daughter-in-law must have taken half of the plate. So Vishnu prays is releasing that joke of Mahaprabhu. So in this way, parents, Sachimata is over releasing. It is joy, see joy that my son is joking to his wife. So here the point is that even Sanatana Goswami also said, let me tell you, in the list starting with Brahma, those now in this verse, those letters in the list are superior. Brahma, superior is Shiva, then Sri, like that. Say, ending with the Gopis. Gopis are much more superior. Indra and others being secondary, that is. The mention of Brahma indicates Krishna's supremacy as Devata. Mention of Lakshmi indicates that the supreme wealth and good fortune. Even the Lakshmi also worshipped Krishna. That means is Lakshmi Pati. Sages क्यों बोला गया है? Sages indicate that his supreme human goal. The sages, rishis goal is Krishna. The devotee indicates his generosity in giving himself, that is attained only by devotion. So for bhaktas, for satutas, केवल भक्ति के द्वारा, only by devotion, the Lord's lotus feet can be attained. So Brahma, Shiva, Sriya, Muni, Devata, and rishis, then devotees are. So this way. Let me tell you one. Jiva Goswami says that sometimes the older gopis, they take Krishna on their lap, and while embracing and kissing, sometimes they take the lotus feet on their breast. But Vishwanath Chakravarti says actually it happens that when Krishna Balaram go to the forest cutting the cows, the Madhurya Bhav gopis, predominantly Radharani, Lalita, and other gopis, they for the service purpose, sometimes with some excuse, they also go to Govardhan Talat. At the noon time, Krishna also will cleverly give some excuse and he just goes up. And the sakhas, only Priya Narma sakhas, they know, like Subal. Such type of sakha, they know that Krishna went. But others, they are busy in their sports. So Krishna goes there, and Radharani and other gopis come sometime. They made a seat. They sit on Girirasila. Krishna sit on that. And Radharani take the lotus feet of Krishna and tightly hold on the chest, like the gopis. To give comfort to the Lord, we have to remember Tat Sukha Sukhatva, giving pleasure to the Lord. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4 times, gopis has requested the Lord in the Gopi Geet to keep the lotus feet on their chest, so that to give the comfort to service to the Lord. Yes.
You are explaining about Sthai and Satchari. Here for Apura, Sthai is named Dasya. And this Sanchari is named Madhurya.
Yeah. See what happens. Sometimes emotions, like various emotions come. Sometimes, like here, he thinks about the Madhurya Rasa and humility. and some expectation, all these various emotions, that is called sanchari. And sthayi bhav is the dasya bhav, that I want to just serve the Lord, so to speak.
In Krishna also, he also
Krishna also thinks about the gopis. Dasyaras is sthayi.
And then what is Vyabhichari?
It's something I have to recollect. Just have to recollect. Let me tell you. So 9. Drakshyami, now I will see. I'm going to. He says that Sanatana Goswami clarifies again, the list is that starting with Brahma, those later in the list are superior. But then he says Indra and others being secondary are not mentioned directly here. They are included in Brahma. Here it is said what? Architam Brahma Avadibhi Suri. So Suri is there, but Sanatana Goswami says that Suri means it is not mentioned Indra or Varuna or like. So he said that Indra and others being secondary are not mentioned directly. Or the mention of Brahma indicates Krishna's supremacy as a Devata and the Lord. So, like that. But then one after another, Lakshmi and Rishis, their goal is, their sadhana is different, but the goal is same. Lakshmi indicates supreme wealth, sages indicates for them the goal is supreme human goal, that he is achievable, supreme human goal. Devotees generously giving himself that he is attained only by devotion. So in this way. So Draksyami nunam sukapolo nasikam Smitabalo karunakam jalochanam Nakham mukundasya gudalukavritam Pradakshinam me pracharanti vai mrigaha. Yeah, read.
Surely I shall seek the face of Lord Mukunda, since the deer are now walking past me on my right. That face, framed by his curly hair, is beautified by his attractive cheeks and nose, his smiling glances, and his reddish lotus eyes.
So Darsana is from lotus feet to towards the lotus face. So now he is meditating. Previously there was lotus feet, now it is towards the face. Having meditated on his lotus feet with natural dasyaras. Dasyaras means they are more towards lotus feet. Now he desires to see gradually Krishna's lotus face. Why? Because of greed of prema. He has intense prema. This is certainly Nunam. And he said, no, he is at the same time he is Mukunda. Yes, so Mukunda means Mukunda, one who gives liberation, offers liberation. And this is another interesting meaning. Yes, Mukunda, because his teeth of Lord are like jasmine buds. That Kunda is jasmine. So jasmine buds, Lord's teeth are like so beautiful. And when he slightly smiles, if you see, take the son of Radha Ramanji, slightly smiles and his glimpse of teeth is so visible. The reason he is certain that he will see his face because why? That some auspicious woman, not woman, woman. What is that? The deer walking from left to right. Left to right. So this is auspicious. So why the Acharya said that while walking, see, Akrura was actually not driving the chariot. Otherwise, if you see, it's not so long that if you come, if you start from Mathura, reaching Nandagam, it takes a whole day, entire day. As you can 2 hours, 1-2 hours, you can reach. Now, Chhata hoke gaye ya Govardhan hoke gaye, don't ask that. But still, the way, if you go to Nandagram, you see the road from this way. Now, while going, you will find Akrur Ghat also. Akrur Ghat, Vrindavan, Mathura ke beech mein. So there, so this is the way. It doesn't take a whole day. But Akrura is in ecstasy. He was not driving the chariot. The chariot was moving from here and there and here, wherever he went. He just meditates. I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll see the Lord in ecstasy. So they, in this way, they are going. So while going, he saw the deers. Now the Acharya says that one reason because the deers in the jungle, in the forest, saw chariot for the first time. And chariot sound for the first time. So therefore they are also running and they're looking to the chariot. Who is this? What is this? BMW vehicle. First time I am seeing the deers are looking surprised. So there are many couple Murga and also there are Krishna Murga, black people were also there. So the woman, it is said that if 2 Gavayas go from left to right in a pleasing manner, or if a golden deer just 2 go from left to right, they are all beautiful and they're auspicious. In Ramayana, it is said when Dasarath Maharaj thought that when Lord Ram broke the vow in Janakpur, and Janak Maharaj sent the message to Dasarath Maharaj. At the very same day, Dasarath Maharaj in the early morning, when he got up and he, after taking his bath, when he went out, first time he saw 2 Brahmanas holding the Vedas in the early morning. So there are some signs. If you see in the early morning, Brahmachari is holding the chanting beads running to Mangala, Vedas, holding the Bhagavad. You see the Brahmanas and sadhus, they are holding when your day begins, you see some signs. Auspicious. So in the same way, deer from right to left is not auspicious, but left to right, from left to right, auspicious. Pyadya Vishnu Manujatvam Yusa Haraya Bhuvo Nijachaya Lavanya Dhamno Bhavito Balamhanam Maham Nasasya Palamanjasadrasaha.
I am going to see the Supreme Lord Vishnu, the reservoir of all beauty, who by his own sweet will has now assumed a human-like form to relieve the earth of her burden. Thus, there is no denying that my eyes will achieve the perfection of their existence.
So, what is the power of darsana is saying that. Vishwanath said that one objective, even demons also get Krishna's darsana. Demons also come, no? Vrindavan. Even the demons also they get Krishna's darsana. What is so great that you are going to get Krishna's darsana? No, no, Vishnu, who is worship of Yadavas, who is the worshipable deity of Akrura? Vishnu. Now he knew that Vishnu has appeared. Means Lord has appeared. Extraordinary beauty and delight in my heart. So appeared by sweet will within our own dynasty. Akrura's own Yadava dynasty, Lord has appeared. Akrura is thinking so fortunate that हमारे वंश में आएगा. जितने यादव यूपी में हैं, हमारे वंश में कृष्ण है यादव. We are also Yadav. You know, all the politicians Yadav. All the Yadavs. देखो कृष्ण हमारे वंश में. We are Yadavas. हम कृष्ण के वंश. Like that. So Akrura is thinking, and some say some are very fortunate. See, Krishna was Gujarati, but Rukmini was Marathi. Rukmini, so Rukmini हमारे वंश में, कुंडलीपुर. Krishna was Gujarati, Dwarka. So people think like that. In the same way, Akrura is so fortunate that Krishna is appearing. So, but demons may see him, but they do not perceive his sweetness. But I know that my Lord has appeared in our Manujam said, who accepts in this world. Manusam tanum asritam. Bhagavatam says, Manusam tanum asritam. So, who appears with human form, though he enters everywhere, although he is Vishnu, but he appears in human form. But he appears his own sweet will to give pleasure to the devotees. Next he says, Ikshitaham rahito vyasatsato swatejasa vastatamo vidabhramaha swamaya yatman dasitestadikshaya pranaksadivi sadane swagiyate.
He is the witness of material cause and effect. Yet he is always free from false identification with them. By his internal potency, he dispels the darkness of separation and confusion. The individual souls in this world who are manifested here, when he glances upon his material creative energy, indirectly pursue him in the activities of their life acts, senses, and intelligence.
So Akrura is also Akrura has read also the creation chapter, isn't it? So this is very philosophical. Akrura is like you read second kind of creation, isn't it? So Akrura is also thinking the same way. No one can see the beautiful human form of Krishna in the underground, whereas persons like myself perceive Krishna always and everywhere. Like, therefore, his name is Vishnu. The super soul witness the good and bad action, yet devoid of false ego. Krishna is devoid of false ego that I am seeing. But the living entity, on the other hand, is a seer who has the false ego of identifying with this body. Krishna is, the word comes here, Asat Aham Rahita, devoid of false ego. Krishna is Aham Rahita, devoid of false ego. The super soul, however, who sits within the body as a constant observer, does not identify with the material body. Super soul is not identifying. You see, sometimes people write behind the car, my car. Thank God they have not written I car. So this is identifying with the car. So here, Akrura is in, how can we distinguish between being free of false ego and being afflicted by it? So one may object, if a living entity is situated in a body, he will encounter the unhappiness and confusion that occur within it. Just as a person living in a house where he is attached to it or not, cannot avoid experiencing the dark, one, cold that occur within it. Someone is living in the house, वो घर से आसक्त है या नहीं है, that doesn't matter. But he will feel all the misery and the difficulty, the darkness. It will be there. So he gives this example. Sanatana gives this example. Cannot avoid experiencing the darkness, warm or cold that occur within. This objection is answered as follows. By his, but in case of Krishna, by his internal potency, Krishna dispels the darkness of ignorance along with the separatedness and bewilderment. So in Gita it is also said, Aham ajnanajam tanam. Kya hai wo verse? Aham ajnanajam nasayami. So Tejasa, his personal potency has manifested the vital air sense. Guna prakase anumuyate bhava. You can realize the beauty of your form by opening the transcendental. So Akrura is realizing now. He says, well, Yasyakilami vahavi sumangale vacho vivisra gunakarmaja. Very interesting verse, very important. Prananti sumbhanti punanti vai jagat yastvat virakta savasovana. गाली दे रहे हैं. Yes, bro.
All sins are destroyed and all good fortunes created by the Supreme Lord's qualities, activities, and appearances, and words that describe these three things animate, beautify, and purify the world. On the other hand, the words bereft of his glory are like the decorations on a corpse.
Decoration of. So the disciples they read, how can one who is devoid of ordinary ego, who is fully self-satisfied, engage in pastime? Answer is Lord Krishna acts equal part for the pleasure of the loving universe. He is not doing his like any ordinary soul doing karma. So here, Lord Krishna, glorification of Lord Krishna delivers to the world. How he delivers? उनके बारे में जो श्लोक जो गीत है poetic compositions about Krishna's birth, qualities and activities destroy the sins of all people. The uttama sloka, the poetic composition of Lord Krishna's pastimes, just by singing, doing kirtan, katha kirtan, nam kirtan, destroy the sin of all. Do you remember that verse from Gajan? But devotee aspires just he is absorbed in his katha kirtan. Vanchanti evai bhagavat prapanna atyadbhutam mangalam gayanti ananda samudram. So devotees are gayanti ananda samudram. They are in ecstasy, in reciting and singing, glorifying, doing. Give life to the reciter and listener. The reciter and the listener. When Krishna Katha happens, the reciter and listener both are joyful. Endowed a person with good qualities such as mercy and freedom from purify one from fault of ignorance. On the other hand, so these three words are very nice. Krishna Katha, Prananti, they give life to the devotees. So One who gives Krishna Katha, he becomes externally and internally more beautiful. Handsome, the preachers, devotees of the Lord, then. And Punanti, they purify, it purify. Jagat, the entire universe. So, but those words, on the other hand, which do not describe Krishna's Janma, Karma, Guna, Lila, ityadi, though they may be endowed with good literary qualities and ornaments, are simply like the ornaments decorating in dead body. You can find so many motivational speakers in the social media. So and so Sarma, what he speaks, he takes the dollar and just squeeze it and gives a wonderful lesson. Sonu Sarma, very motivational speaker. Thousands of people they clap that he derives lesson from a note of dollar note, and he squeezes it and throw it, and then he derives so many lessons from it, and he asks the audience. So the way he says, so that's what he said. Of course, sometimes he says he takes the help of Ramayana and all these things, but many speakers are there. So that is like so Savasova. Now, he said 13. Sachavatirna kilasantatanvaye Swasetupala Maravarya Sarmakrit Yasho Vitanvan Braja Asta Isvara Gayati Deva Yadas Yat Asesa Mangalam.
That same Supreme Lord has descended into the dynasty of the Sampradaya to delight the exalted demigod, to maintain the principles of religion he has created. Residing in Vrindavan, he spreads his fame, which the demigods glorify in song, and which brings auspiciousness to all.
Text 11, we discussed how the same Lord glances over Prakriti. Okay, text 11. And text 12, it describes the same Lord's actions and qualities that Jagat, Unanti, Stubanti, all this we discussed. Now, in this verse, that same Lord is appeared in Satvata dynasty. So in this way, these verses are connected. He is appeared in Satvata dynasty and dwells in Braj. And he asks for the benefit of Devatas like Brahmans who maintains Bhagavad Dharma. Not only does he benefit those who avatar for, he spreads his fame with which the Devatas who are most worthy of worship glorify, which is beneficial for unlimited beings, even the lowest beings. Even Krishna's Amsa avatars, they are so special. What to speak of when the Supreme Lord Krishna himself appears. So this is very special. Supreme Lord Krishna appears. 14. Tam tvadyanunam mahatam gatim guru Trailokyakantam Disiman Mahotsavam Vandadhanam Sriya Ipsitapadam Drakshe Mamasam Usasa Sudarsanaha Sudarsana.
Today I shall certainly see him, the golden and spiritual master of the great souls. Seeing him brings revelation to all who have eyes, for he is the true beauty of the universe. Indeed, his personal desired by the goddess of fortune. Now all the dawns of my life have been auspicious.
So I will see the Lord more and more. He is attracted to the beauty of the Lord. And what kind of God? Gatim Guru. He is the spiritual master. He is the goal of he is the goal and the spiritual master of the great souls. Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. So I think him brings jubilation to all who have eyes. Today my eyes will release a veritable festival of bliss. I'll see Sri Krishna form the reserve of conjugal attraction of the rasa dance and the aspired by the goddess of fortune forever resides in Vishnu's chest. So the morning, otherwise it is without so many sleepless nights, the fruit would never have come. So here Akrura is saying that glorifying the beauty, personal form with the shelter of desire of goddess of fortune. Now all the dawns of my life have become auspicious. That means the particular Drakshye Mama Asan Ushasa, the dawns through darshan. The early morning is the dawn. All my dawns have become perfect, will be perfect when I see the Lord. It's a poetic way of saying. Huh? Full day.
Full day of this.
Thanks means जितने सुबह मैंने मंगलारती किया है, all the mornings, whatever the mornings I have spent in puja, that is the result of this morning puja. Is that I am going to. Okay, so here I have to take Athavarudha Sapadi Pradhan Pumso Charanam Swalabdhaye Yatam Yogi Kirami Aham Dhrubam Namasya Abhyam Sasakhim Bano Kasaha.
Then I will at once alight from my chariot and go down to the lotus Madara, the supreme personalities of Godhead. Theirs are the same field that great mystic yogis striving for self-realization bear within their minds. I will also offer my obeisances to the Lord's comfort boyfriends and to all the other residents of Vrindavan.
He is anticipating that as soon as I reach Vrindavan, before evening, Udhuli Vela, Krishna Balaram is going back with his boyfriends. He is not saying that I will see Krishna Balaram in his house. I will see in the forest while just going back to the Vrindavan. They are just going back, and that time I will see in the forest, and that time I will catch all the lotus feet. As soon as I see Krishna Balaram, I will immediately jump from my chariot, bow down, hold on the lotus feet, which yogis embrace only there. Therefore, it is Akrur Manorath, whatever he desired, exactly same happened. And Krishna reciprocated. We'll see how it is. This is it develops another desire, this desire, which is natural for a devotee who is in Dasya Bhava. He is saying, Namasye, I will offer my respects in this verse. How? With fixed contemplation, Dhritam, I will catch the lotus feet of the Lord. Swalabdhaye, the yogis and Atmaramas, what to speak of others, they attain the Lord. I will offer respects to his also friends who are present with me. So Sudam, Sridham, Subal, Madhumangal, all these sakhas. It's not that Akrura is saying only to Lord. It's all friends. I'll offer pranam. I'll offer the friends. He say Tadiyas. He said, he said, you are saying that you will offer pranam to these friends, but Krishna is Yadava, and you are also Yadava, and Krishna's friends in Yaduvans, in Yadava, Krishna's friends. So, what is so special, cowherd friends, that you want to offer pranam to these little cowherd? So, Akrura is saying that this cowherd is more superior and special than the Yadavas. They are so intimate friends, Priya Narma Sakhas, close friends. They are always in the forest. So I have respect. Not Sanatana Goswami says that to all the living beings of Vrindavan, I will offer respect to the trees of Vrindavan, to the dust of Vrindavan, to all the creatures of Vrindavan, those who are connected to them. Maharaj gives one nice description from Vrindavan Mahimamru. There is not a single place in the entire Vrindavan where Krishna, I am telling you, 84 course Vrindavan, so Rasi course. वृंदावन में आगरा साइड फरा से लेके दिल्ली रोड में साता से आगे क्या है वो होडल तक ये बृहद ब्रज है, बृहद ब्रज, ब्रज का बॉर्डर है उसका। अलीगढ़ जो ब्रज का बॉर्डर है, ब्रजवासी को अलीगढ़ वासी। So he said that in the entire 84 Surasi Coast Vrindavan, that is not a single place where Krishna did not go there and touch that place with his lotus feet without chappal. There is not a single tree Krishna did embrace or pluck the flowers and fruit. There is not a single Dharana, Nadi, Manasi Ganga, or like that. Actually, Manasi Ganga, what you see now in Govardhan, previously Manasi Ganga was flowing from it. There was a mountain before. Apart from Govardhan, there is another mountain in Braj. Now it's not there. In the same place. So it was flowing actually. It was flowing and merging in Yamuna. Now it's just a kind of lake. So previously it was flowing. So there is not a single river, stream, or pond or kund where Krishna did not touch his lips to drink the water, not with a glass. Touched his lips in the water. So all the waters are like sanctified. He is saying something.
Guruji, when Vasudeva was captured in the prison, was in prison, so Guruji used to help him and all the time. So he saw Krishna that
No, he never seen Krishna. He could not come to Vrindavan. He was just helping only from outside. Like Vidura was helping Pandavas. In the same way, Akrura was helping Vasudeva and Devaki and all other Yadavas. Vidura one time remembers Akrura when Akrura Hastinapur. Vidura remembers Akrura helped Vasudeva and Devaki so much, and all other Yadavas.
Krishna. Just his lotus feet and back. It also said that the cows they would never step on Krishna's lotus feet, and no covered forests. Now Krishna's lotus feet are everywhere, and how they will step now? Where they will step?
Good logic. Mother Earth was so fortunate the Krishna's lotus feet on her chest. She would not allow it to get erased. Now you see very in some lecture on Pahadi, you see some glimpse of lotus. Even when you just start from Danghati, the chain is put there, Danghati, from Danghati, just 10 steps you go, come down, and just the right side, Kila. And it is clearly visible of Krishna's lotus feet. Hardly you see, but you could realize it. So if you come sometime in Giriraj, you can come take the darshan there. Start parikrama from Danghati, 10 steps, and you see the right side, there is a sila. The pandits and pandas are sitting there. And devotee go there, sometimes they offer the Dugdha Abhishek, Krishna's lotus feet. And if any Giriraj, the devotees, the great devotees, the Brajvasis, they can show you some sign of Krishna's Radharani's. It resembles like that. The entire Giriraj is anointed with the symbols of Radha Krishna's pastime. So as you are saying that Mother Earth would hold those footprints, she would not allow to get erased. Footprints. I don't know how she does. With it, when the cows also goes. And also it is said, see, Radharani also walks, and Balram would respect the lotus. Whenever you see that Sriji's lotus feet is there, Balram would go another way. And the same way with Radharani. And the Tao's lotus feet are there, she would not touch or should not go respecting Tao. She takes another way. So in this way, some footprints are still visible. Charan Pahadi and other places. Okay. Angri Mule Patitasya me Vibhu Siras Yathasya Nijahasta Pankajam Dattavayam Kala Bhujam Tanam Saranasinam Nrinam.
And when will I fallen at his feet, the Almighty Lord will place his lotus hand upon my head. For those who seek shelter in him, because they are greatly disturbed by the powerful serpent of time, that hand removes.
Akru is not satisfied with just I'll do pranam. Gradually, his anticipation, his expectations are increasing. Akrura is saying that satisfied with just doing pranam. I just want that touch of Supreme Lord. So he expressed in these two verses, he desires the touch of the Lord's hand. When I fall at, he said that when I fall at the base of the lotus feet, my master, and then my Lord will touch me on my head. He will put his hand on my head. Then he is expecting, will he not place his own hand on my head? क्या वो अपने कर कमल को मेरे सिर पे नहीं रखे? What type of hand is that? Wonderful. He said, Dakala Jangaram Prasad. So that hand, Jiva Goswami says that the time is a snake because it destroys and acts quickly to accomplish this task without being. That hand, who destroys the fear in people, who desires protection afflicted by the snake of time, Kala. Kala is compared to snake. And Lord's hand is compared to that fearless object which destroy the fear of snake of time. That hand I will put. Then Gopis also says, Sirasi Dehina Sri Karandraham. Gopis also speaking that the hand put on our head. 17. Samarhanam yatra nidhaya kausika tatha balischapa jagatre vratam tadva vihare brajayositam shramam Swarsena saugandhika gandhi apan nudat Now again Gopis.
By offering charity to that lotus hand, Purandara and Bali earned the status of Indra, king of heaven. And during the pleasure pastimes of the Raja dance, when the Lord wiped away perspiration and removed their fatigue, the touch on their faces made that hand as fragrant as a sweet flower.
So Vishwanath gives an explanation. Indra's name is Purandara, right? And the next Indra is Bali. So he gives explanation that when Purandara became Indra, that time he said that during the Lord's one avatar, Lord has many avatars. One avatar is Sarvabhauma. He gives this explanation. So the offerings of water into the Lord's hand were performed when Purandara Purandara gave the water to the Lord. When Lord appeared as Sarvabhauma, this is one avatar. And when Lord appeared as Bali, Bamana Dev, Bali Maharaj during the Bamana Dev avatar, he gave water to the Lord's hand. So this is the significance of the Lord's hand. And then he remembers the Madhurya Bhav, that although these hands worshipped by Brahma and other demigods, these hands they carry the remnants of Kumkuma from the Gopis. Similarly, his lotus hands, even though worshipped by such personalities like Indra and Bali, performed a service of wiping away the perspiration. Last time we have read, Krishna wiped away the perspiration from the faces of the Gopis. Such is the super excellence of the sweet mood of Braj. So this is the nature of Krishna's lotus hand. So again, same explanation. Krishna Akrura was a Dasya Bhakta, but sometimes he thinks about the Madhurya Bhav of his own Bhatija, nephew. This is not Rasavas. Like 18. Namai Upaisyati Hari Buddhimachyutah Kamsasya Duta Prahito Vivisvadrik Yoantarvahishchetasa etadihitam Stratrakya Ikstati Amalena Chakshusha
The infallible Lord will not consider me an enemy, even though Kamsa has sent me here as his messenger. The omniscient Lord is the actual knower of the field of his little body, and with his perfect vision, he witnesses both externally and internally all the endeavors of the conditioned soul's heart.
Again, this was Chaitanya was asking. This is also Sanchari. Again, he's feeling the rough. Oh, that Akrura felt still up here that it will be impossible to get Krishna's mercy. Therefore, he refused this idea of this verse, in this verse. Why? Because I am a Kamsa's messenger. Will Krishna meet me? Whatever may be, I am the enemy's messenger. So that's what he thinks. Though I am Kamsa's messenger, I've been sent by him. But Krishna will understand that I am not his enemy. Like Vibhishan surrendered to Lord Ram. So Krishna knows that I am his devotee. So Krishna witnesses not only my activities, but the activities of everyone in the universe. How Krishna knows that I am his devotee? Because he is Paramatma. That I am his devotee. So this is another. Apyangri mule abahitam kratan jalim. Folded hands, he said. Mam iksita smitamar draya drasa sapadya apadhasta samasta kilviso bodhamudam vita visanka urjitam.
Thus he will cast his smiling, affectionate glance upon me, as I with joined palms, fallen in obeisances at his feet. Then all my contamination will at once be dispelled, and I will give up all doubts and feel the most intense bliss.
So he's again expecting. Will Krishna not glance at me with eyes moistened with the nectar of his mercy? When eyes gets moistened, Upal Pranhu, eyes gets moistened when you see your beloved. One is very dear to you, and you see after days and months and years your mother. Yeah, mother or beloved. After years, then your eyes get moist. So therefore, Akrura is saying, will Krishna not glance at me with the eyes moistened with the nectar of his mercy as I offer respects to his lotus feet? And will he say, Chacha, please get up? Immediately, I will achieve unlimited bliss and all. That, will he say, will he call me as Akrur Chacha? Itne dino se aapko kuch. Will he say, that time my fear will be some. Suruttamam jnatim ananya daivatam Dorbhyam brihadbhyam pari rapsate athamam Atma hiti tadeva me bandhasya karmatmaka utsati yataha.
Recognizing me as an intimate friend and relative, Krishna will embrace me with his mighty arms, instantly sanctifying my body and diminishing to nil all my material bondage, which is due to preventive.
Krishna, he is anticipating, expecting.
So he's not driving a chariot.
Yeah, he's alone. He is now. It will come. He is next. No. Krishna is omniscient. But Krishna, he will say in the next verse that when he will call me Akrur, when he will call me uncle, but Krishna will call in the subsequent verses. Krishna knew. See, one thing is that omniscient, but some news come from Mathura, like Rohini came. So They must be talking to Nanda Baba, Yashoda, and Mathura got up, Akrura is doing all these things. Krishna must have heard. Oh, so there is someone personally called Akrura, who is my uncle. Huh? That is later. But here he's saying that Krishna has never seen Akrura. How can he know that he? Yeah. Yes. So here is the word Jnati. Krishna will embrace me because we are best of friends. Also because Jnati means relatives. The same family is my cousin. He or she is my cousin. They are called Jnati. And among relatives, I am imbued with a mood of exclusive service. Ananya Daivatam, Aikantika Tasya Vatam. Akrura is Tasya Bhav. Tasya. So Ananya Daivatam. We'll just take one example. Langam Pranatam Pratanjali. Mam Paksate Akrura Tata. Just see. I told you, no? Akrura Tata iti Purusravaha. Tada vayam janma bruto mahiyasa. Naivato yodhik amusya janmatat.
Having been embraced by the all famous Lord Krishna, I will humbly stand before him with bowed head and joint songs. And he will address me, my dear Akrura. At that very moment, my life purpose will be fulfilled. Indeed, the life of anyone whom the Supreme Personality fails to recognize is simply pitiable.
Yeah. So Akrura is gradually his bandhana in his prayer. He is expecting more and more when he will touch, when he will call like this. Not satisfied, he develops another desire. By getting contact with Krishna's body, Akrura in joy offer respects again, folded hands. Krishna will with folded hands. My uncle, oh my dear Akrura, Tata. So here the word it is used as Tata. But we generally say Tata. So Sanatana Goswami said that Tata is indicated, Tata is used instead of Tata because Krishna will speak with the agitation of Prem. Prem se Tata ke badle Tata bolte. With so much Prem that sometimes you don't utter this proper word. So therefore it is said Tata. Just see how the Aksharas is so. Tata is used instead of Tata because Krishna will speak with the agitation of Prema. So he indicates the Lord's great mercy. The Lord has immense fame because of qualities like unconditional mercy, Urusrava. That time my worth will be when Krishna will call me by name. So this desire stated here increasingly greater in success. The word Amusya, that person indicates that unseen person and Lord. It also shows his great disrespect. So in this way, Lord is expecting, and you can understand from this verse also. Any devotee, even any devotee, feels very fortunate when his spiritual master wants by him. Imagine this. Sometimes if any Guru Maharaj or any such very highly elevated senior souls, devotees, they call you by name, Sri Gopal Pran. Then what Prabhu will think that, oh my God, Guru Maharaj called me by name. My life is successful. Any one of you, I'm asking all of you, please tell some experience. By this we will close. Anyone of such joy when some seniors or spiritual master or spiritual master's god brother they pat you, they call you. Please take experience. Some of the experience. Sometimes maybe in your entire life, Mother Chandra, any senior devotee, senior sannyasi, no, not just Guru Maharaj, but any senior gurus, they sometimes they call you or sometimes they appreciate you, they pat you, then you feel so encouraged, so blissful. At least you feel that oh, my life is success. At least today. In the experience, yes. Bolo Arjuna sir. Sometime any senior devotee.
It is usual any Maharaj or sannyasi or some senior representative, even for the line, so it feels very pleased.
Is it
Like one time, Maharaj was there in Puri. We were there. Yeah. Right now.
just
I was in Jagannath. So I was giving one class. The Maharaj said that I heard your philosophy. So you're speaking very nice. So I told Maharaj, I don't know much. Whatever I was speaking, I heard that. So Maharaj actually appreciated the point. So I was very touched by that how Maharaj was listening. I was already so this. So this is really very.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu, Mother Sir, give some experience. Some elevated soul appreciated you. Please.
Sir, who are in touch with the elevated soul?
Please share some experience. Some one experience you can say.
पूरी यात्रा सब चले गए ब्रह्मचारी वर्ष ब्रह्मचारी वर्ष 15 hours सम्मेलन रखा था so during नगर संकीर्तन चंद्रमौली महाराज many हमारे गुरुदेव सब थे और फिर suddenly मैं साइड से जाता हूँ और मुझसे खींच के पीछे वो पता करो
महाराज told you.
सब पूरी करके
अच्छा
तो 2-3 बार यहाँ पे भी ऐसी चीजें मैं एक बार महाराज चलते रहते तो सडनली I always need the support.
Yes. So little service and the great souls they appreciate that gives us the boost to carry on. All of you are feeling shy, Chaitanya Chandra. You can share some. Give him here, pass the mic. Too much of philosophy, now some experience.
This when there was this line, GV, this WI, this so afterwards we stayed for a few days. Myself, guys, came there 2-3 days extra. Google got it. So once then Maharaj, he had come here to see, like that he was, that time I was sleeping. Maharaj suddenly opened the door. There are and then Premanand was there. He is now Maharaj and he offered a visit. Then I also somebody else. I also offered a visit. You know, Maharaj embraced Premanand. As that distance, I was saying, you also come.
Wow, very nice.
How many of you are staying here? 3 of us. There was one room. I said, are you comfortable? Yeah. Are you sure you're comfortable? 2 times here. It's not very comfortable.
Yes, very nice. Yes, Bhagavatam. Brajavasi, you serve in Vrindavan. Some experience with any sadhu, can be your Guru Maharaj or any sadhu who touched you. Yes, Chaitanya sir, please. One or two instances. Actually, I am very much eager to hear from Madan Sundar also. Please share.
Yes, yeah. Once I went for with Maharaj for this Vrindavan. Next time, second time, I was planning to go. And supposed to leave one day. So the Maharaj asked Chitra is
Yeah, now he's serving. Nice.
So did he come? Thinking about me. Then I was saying, telling that Maharaj asked me to this
Maharaj recognized, Maharaj acknowledged. Yes.
Maharaj has
Yes. Yeah. Yes, cool. Some one or two, so that we also get to hear about the mercy, how you got mercy from the great souls. Please tell.
So this is bad philosophy. So the big comes from Maharaj. Very different from those who so when we reach the morning, he got no yoga. So those days we used to write Maharaj. So to put it in people what happened that time was a printed and we had gone through one big it was completely like snow. And our car was spoiled in the snow. It was several months with stuck in the snow. And there was no communication. Eventually somebody came and started to otherwise it was water for night. So I got to know this thing. So that time in the morning he called us. That's the time he was. Oh, later in the lunch time we had another program. So we reached there also. Maharaj again is. And there was a evening program. We were again there. So when Maharaj saw that we were there, recognized God, and it was the first time, single day Maharaj had 3 times. And that was
Very nice. Those moments, unforgettable. Yes. So, Samarpan, please say one or two, anything to inspire us, please. It's my humble request. That's right. Yeah. We hardly hear about Maharaj. On is there? Mic is on.
So, my first day evening, I went for collecting something from his personal salon. I went there. Maharaj, I didn't ask for so I immediately did this, whatever was done. I just left. Then the personal servant called and Maharaj was speaking that day. One point. So Maharaj said, Kupa, where are you? Maharaj said, is it possible to come back? I have not seen you. So I can immediately come. Said, okay, tomorrow morning. Morning 6 o'clock. So those words are still very inspiring that
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, can we leave the meeting now? Because we have our next class also. Huh?
You can leave. All of you can leave.
Because we can't hear what others are speaking.
Class is over actually. Class is over. We are just discussing in form.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I want to see you. It was very touching.
Who didn't speak? Please tell. See Gopal, some USA experience. Please give the mic. Please tell.
Someone calling the name, how you feel.
So I was serving Radhesham while traveling in US. So generally, Radhesham just before going to bed, because calling Gopal. And there's something in Canada. So I was like, friend, Prabhu is calling me or what? 70, I think. But he was very next. He was calling Gopal, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So next day morning, I wanted to just say, what is Radhesham every day calling me? He wants my help or he wants something from me. So I went and asked, Prabhuji, you are calling me just before going to bed, you are calling Gopal. No, I'm not calling you, I'm calling Gopal.
Lord Gopal. This is the benefit of getting such name, Sri Gopal. If someone calls Gopal, then he feels as if he's calling him. Hari Hari, Srila Prabhupada ki Akrur Manorath ki.